Hello, Kentucky. Mark Pope conducted a home visit with four-star Tay Kinney at midnight. So, is Kinney coming, or will he face a big competition with Louisville? Let's see what's new about the Wildcats. Speaking of Tay Kinney, a four-star point guard, and one of the most coveted pieces in this 2026 recruiting campaign, this wasn't just a home visit. It was a statement of intent from Pope. While other programs hesitated or bided their time, Pope decided the clock wouldn't be an obstacle. The Kentucky Wildcats want Tay Kinney in their team. The competition for Kinney has been fierce, with Louisville leading much of the race so far. Cardinals coach Pat Kelsey was also in attendance that night, reinforcing the importance of this prospect for both sides. But while Louisville may have been the favorite in many early analyses, Pope's aggressive stance is changing the landscape. Not only did he accompany Kinney to several Adidas 3 SSB circuit games last month, he also made sure to show up as soon as the recruiting period opened. It's hard to miss the infectious energy and commitment Pope is bringing to this search. Kinney, a native of Newport, Kentucky, is a player who embodies versatility and competitive instinct. He is considered the 15th best overall recruit and the third best point guard of his generation. His ability to drive the offense, create opportunities for himself and his teammates, and shoot efficiently make him a key asset for any program aspiring to compete at a high level. However, his decision won't be easy. In addition to Kentucky and Louisville, names like Oregon, Texas, Kansas, Arkansas, Miami, Florida, and Indiana are also in the running, forming a group of finalists that reflects the depth of talent Kinney brings. Despite the strong competition, Kentucky remains firmly in the running. During his official visit to the University of Kentucky, Kinney expressed admiration for the competitive environment and the playing philosophy implemented by Pope. The team this year, the way they were training, the way they played, that really stood out. He said in an interview after the visit, "They play fast, they move, and they shoot a lot of threes." This description resonates deeply with the dynamic, modern style of basketball Pope is building in Lexington. For Kinney, this connection appears to be more than just tactical. It's emotional, but what sets Kentucky apart in this process? Beyond the iconic brand and the tradition of developing NBA talent, Pope is showing that he understands the value of building authentic relationships. He not only accompanies Kinney on the court, but also invests time off it. Dinners, informal conversations, and the opportunity to observe practices are gestures that humanize the recruiting process, transforming it from an impersonal transaction into a genuine exchange of ideas and aspirations. This contrasts with the more traditional approach of some of its rivals, including Louisville, which still relies heavily on the program's historical weight without necessarily adapting to the new demands of modern recruiting. Another relevant factor is Kinney's flexibility regarding sponsorships and partnerships. Although he currently has a relationship with Adidas and plays for a program associated with the brand, he has already made it clear that this will not be a determining factor in his college choice. This opens the door for programs like Kentucky, historically associated with Nike, to compete on equal footing. Pope's vision for integrating Kinney into the Wildcat system goes beyond commercial considerations, focusing on maximizing his potential on and off the court. Interestingly, even with Darren Rippey Jr., another talented point guard, in Pope's sights for an in-person visit later this week, the Wildcats coach hasn't ruled out the possibility of seeking multiple impact players in the backcourt. This shows that Pope isn't just thinking about filling positions. He's building a roster capable of dominating multiple facets of the game. For Kinney, this could mean the chance to be part of something bigger, a cohesive, fast, and lethal team, ready to challenge the best in the country. I can't wait to see how Kinney's recruitment pans out. Another major highlight is the upcoming visit of five-star forward Baba Oladoton from James Hubert Blake High School in Silver Spring, Maryland, scheduled for Wednesday morning. Ola Dotun who recently reclassified from the class of 2027 to 2026. Is ranked as the 10th best prospect in the country by the Rivals industry rankings, a weighted average of the 3 major recruiting services, and the 13th best overall prospect by Rivals, where he is also listed as the 6th best forward in his class. His visit to Lexington is a pivotal moment for Kentucky, offering an opportunity to showcase the program's state-of-the-art facilities, passionate fan base, and proven track record of developing NBA talent. Ole Miss also has official visits scheduled to Maryland on September 6th and Virginia Tech on September 13th. With his father informing KSR Plus that an official visit to Kentucky is close to being confirmed, landing a player of Ole Miss' caliber known for his versatility, wingspan, and ability to impact both ends of the floor would be a major coup for Pope. The Wildcats are also in the running for Maximo Adams, a 4-star forward in the class of 2026 whose athleticism and shooting range align perfectly with Pope's fast-paced system. With a visit to Lexington already planned. Shifting to on-court matters. The battle for Pope's 5th starting spot has become a captivating storyline as practices intensify. With a roster brimming with talent, names like Denzel Aberdeen, Jasper Johnson, and Andreja Jelovic are emerging as favorites in a potentially fluid rotation. Jelovic, the European center who recently committed to Kentucky, brings an international flair with his versatile skill set capable of both shooting and protecting the paint. This competition isn't just about filling a spot. It's a positive indicator of the depth Pope has cultivated, ensuring the Wildcats can adapt to different matchups. In an era of high roster turnover, this internal battle fosters growth and resilience, setting the stage for a team that can surprise skeptics with its cohesion. NBA eyes are already on several Wildcats, as evidenced by their appearances in recent mock drafts. Having 3 players projected for the first round, including at least 1 lottery pick, reaffirms Kentucky's status as a talent hotbed for the pros. This isn't mere hype. It's a reflection of the high-caliber athletes Pope has assembled, blending transfers with local recruits. These projections boost morale and recruiting appeal, reminding everyone that Lexington remains a launching pad for dreams. Furthermore, some of these standouts have received chances to compete for college basketball's Player of the Year award, a recognition of their individual brilliance and the team's potential for star-driven success. Players like these, with their combination of scoring efficiency, leadership, and defensive impact, embody the exciting brand of basketball Pope is promoting a fast, efficient, and engaging game as Kentucky prepares to welcome Baba Ole Miss. The program is at a crossroads between tradition and innovation. Pope's leadership, both on and off the court, is guiding the Wildcats toward a future where they can honor their glorious past while embracing a modern, dynamic style of play. High expectations for the Wildcats. The start of the campaign brought challenges that tested the squad, especially quarterback Zach Calzada, who arrived as a prospect to elevate the offense. After a shaky debut against Toledo, where he completed just 10 of 23 passes for 85 yards. In addition to throwing an interception and contributing a rushing touchdown, criticism began to surface. However, amid external doubts, the internal environment within the program remains firm, with Stoops and his coaching staff conveying confidence in Calzada's growth and the team's potential to face higher-caliber opponents, such as 20th-ranked Ole Miss. Stoops' single quotes his approach to the situation is emblematic of his coaching philosophy, balancing demands with support. During the SEC conference call, the coach highlighted Calzada's progress in practice after the Toledo game, noting that nerves were a determining factor in the underwhelming performance. He just needs to calm down, settle in, and just play, Stoops said, emphasizing that the quarterback needs to trust his teammates more. This analysis goes beyond mere rhetoric. It reflects a clear strategy of emotional management within the group. By attributing the initial mistakes to nervousness, Stoops not only shields his player from external pressures, but also reinforces the idea that the team is in a process of continuous construction, something that requires patience and constant adjustments. The offensive problems exposed against Toledo, however, cannot be ignored. The lack of explosive plays was one of the most glaring points. Calzada threw 8 passes of more than 20 yards, all incomplete, with the exception of 2 pass interference penalties. These numbers are concerning, especially considering that the passing game is an essential weapon in challenging more solid defenses, such as Ole Miss's offensive coordinator Bush Hampton acknowledged the issue and pointed to the need for greater decisiveness on Calzada's part in crucial moments. Uncertainty after the snap was identified as one of the main flaws, something the coaching staff is already working to correct. The message is clear. Hesitation cannot be a luxury in high-level matches. Despite the initial stumbles, there is reason for optimism. Stoops and Hampton's speech demonstrates a thorough understanding of the issues and a practical approach to solving them. Furthermore, Calzada's track record offers reason to believe in his ability to bounce back. Although his debut was frustrating, the quarterback has proven on other occasions, such as during his time at Texas A&M, that he possesses talent and resilience. This game against Ole Miss, in fact, could hold a special tone of personal redemption for Calzada, who endured a bitter loss to the Rebels in 2021, marked by crucial mistakes in the fourth quarter. Now, with a new uniform and a new opportunity, he has the chance to rewrite that history. Furthermore, it's worth remembering that Kentucky isn't just about one player. The team has shown strength in other areas, such as the defense, which managed to hold Toledo even after offensive errors. This balance between units reflects Stoops' work throughout his tenure, building a program that doesn't rely solely on individual stars, but rather on a cohesive and resilient collective. The 24-16 victory, despite the difficulties, is proof of this. This Saturday's matchup promises to be a turning point for Kentucky. Facing Ole Miss, a ranked opponent, will be a crucial test to assess the team's progress, and especially Calzada's, with the fans clamoring for more space for Cutter. Boley, the current starter, knows there's no room for further mistakes. But, at the same time, the support of Stoops and his coaching staff serves as a shield against criticism and an incentive for him to show his true potential. For Calzada, this could be the moment to silence the critics and prove that he is the key piece the team needs to reach even greater heights this season. Everyone hopes so. Leave your comments.